Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we are kicking off the spring content over here, and I've got a spring and other stories try on for you. I have some really nice pieces to show you actually, so stay tuned for those. Just before we get into that, I wanted to give a quick PSA to anyone who is not currently following me on Instagram. I've been sharing lots of outfits over there recently. I also shared a reel of my trip to Amsterdam if you wanted to see what we got up to there. So do make sure to go to the description box and follow me over on Instagram if you're not already. That's my only PSA for today, so let's get straight into the clothes. I'm going to start with a lovely spring jacket. This is one of my favourite pieces from the try-on. This is a cotton, it's 100% cotton, cropped. It's not cropped, but it's like a hip length, waist length jacket. This one I got in my usual size, which is a size 38. It fits pretty true to size and it's £135. I really like this jacket. I really like the quality of it. It's lined in viscose, it's cotton as I said, and it's this beige, it's not ecru, it's quite a it's a lighter beige tone, definitely, almost like a sandpaper sort of colour. It's very pretty. I don't think the colour suits me amazingly. I think it definitely would suit someone who has more warmer skin. However, I really like the silhouette of the jacket. I would love it if they brought it out in more colours. I'm still debating on whether I want to keep this one or not because of the colour, but I do really like the jacket as a whole. I like the fit. I don't have many waist length, hip length jackets in my collection. It's more kind of longer line, knee length or longer than the knee jacket. So this definitely could have a place in my wardrobe if I decide to keep it. The only thing I'm not sure about is this little bit on the back. I really like the detail. I think it makes it look nice and kind of tailored, but why is it so long? It feels like it's too long for the jacket. It feels like there's too much material, so it kind of hangs down weirdly like that. That's my only gripe about this jacket, but other than that, I really like it, and I'm not really looking at the back, so who cares too much about what's on the back? Otherwise, I really recommend it. It's got lovely fabric covered buttons, so these don't look cheap at all, and otherwise it's just really simple. It does have pockets, and I really like the silhouette and the fit of this, so let me know what you think. Next up, we have a piece of knitwear. I couldn't resist getting a couple of bits of spring knitwear. I still love to wear my knitwear in spring and early summer, particularly here in the UK. So this one really caught my eye. This was £65 and I got it in a size small, and it's this lovely mild ecru, mottled ecru kind of jumper. It's definitely a thicker weight jumper for spring. It's one of the heaviest jumpers. I would wear this just on its own without a jacket, with jeans or a skirt, and it would keep you just warm enough without a jacket because it is on the thicker side. It's 100% organic cotton, which is fantastic. One of my favourite compositions for knits, particularly for the springtime. I like to be out of my wools and mohairs because those definitely feel quite wintry, but a cotton knit definitely has a place in my wardrobe for spring. It's got quite wide cuffs and it's definitely an oversized fit. As I said, I got it in a size small and this is still quite oversized on me, so if you didn't want it to be really slouchy, I would go down at least one size, potentially two. I could definitely still do an extra small, but I like the fit of the small. I think it's a nice, very casual, slouchy, baggy look. I paired this with some white jeans, which I'll show you in a little bit, and I loved the neutral, lighter tones. I'm really ready to be wearing lighter colours and whites and ecrus. Now it is a little bit warmer. So this one is a firm favourite, and I think this is going to be really popular this spring with a lot of people because it is just such a good jumper. It's neutral, it's thick, the fabric is nice, and I like this collar detail as well. A pair of trousers now, sticking with the beige theme. I definitely had a theme for picking out colours. This is just what I gravitate towards in spring, I guess. So these are a pair of trousers. These are a pair of tailored linen silk blend trousers, which really caught my eye. They're 57% silk and it's recycled silk as well, which is even better in my opinion. These were quite affordable for their composition. They were £120. I got mine in an EU 40, a UK 12, which is my usual size, and these fit me really well. There is a slight waist gap if I don't wear a belt, but if I put a belt with these, which I did buy a belt, then they fit actually really well. There's enough room on the thighs, they're a good length, so I'd say if you're a similar size to me or you have similar proportions where you carry more of your weight in your bottom half and you're quite hippie, these trousers could be a really good option for you. They certainly fit me a lot better than a lot of Suzanne's women's tailored trousers, and they are a perfect length without getting them tailored, and I'm 5'5". So yeah, I really like these. There is a little bit of excess material around kind of the waist area, which I think is just the way they're cut, the silhouette, the pleats kind of puff out a bit, but I find that a very common problem with a lot of tailored trousers like this, and I think that's the compromise you make for having enough room in the hips and the legs that they're not too tight there, but they still fit on the waist. So I'm prepared to kind of deal with that because I do really like the look overall, and I think I'll get a lot of wear out of these in the spring, but also in the summer as well. Okay, on to potentially my favourite item in the haul. This was the one that I was most excited about, and it's a pop of colour. So this is a lovely lilac lavender purple colour with some white floral design on it. It's a midi skirt. It is quite long for a midi skirt. I would say it's almost verging on a mid-axi because it just falls a little bit lower than a lot of my other midi skirts, but I actually really like that. I think it looks great with knee boots or boots that go up the leg at the moment while it's still a little bit cooler, but I could also wear this with sandals in the height of summer and it wouldn't be too hot. It's very flowy, it's very drapey, it fits really nicely. Again, I got an EU40 and it fits me absolutely perfectly. I think it's very true to size. It retails for £75, which I think is quite good. This is very much a dupe of the June skirt from Suzanne. If you've had your eye on that one, I know I've got my eye on the white one. This is about half the price of that skirt, so quite affordable. It's the same material, it is polyester like a lot of these pleated skirts, but I do think the cut and the fit is really nice, and I think for £75 it is a really good alternative to the Suzanne one. It also comes in a white and black polka dot, which I've got my eye on, and a plain navy version as well, which I think looks really chic. Okay, we've got a dress now. So this is a polka dot dress. So this is very much the pattern that skirt also comes in. This is an Eco Vero viscose dress, which you find so many of these in spring, summer at all different retailers. And there's definitely nothing groundbreaking about this dress. It's just a simple midi tea dress with a tie, belt on the waist. And other than that, there's not much to it. It's got some white buttons that kind of blend into the dress. And yeah, otherwise it just fits nicely. It's nothing groundbreaking, as I said, but it would be good for holidays. It is very light and flowy. It's simple enough that I could also wear it in the UK and it doesn't look too out of place, but I could wear it abroad as well. And it does have pockets, which I like as well. It is, no, it's not lined actually. Sorry, I thought it was. It's not lined. It is a little bit sheer, but I think as long as you're wearing nude underwear or something similar, you're not going to have an issue. It's not super see-through. So yeah, it's a good one. It's not my favourite piece, but it's something that I will reach for a lot because of how simple and wearable it is. I should say I got that in an EU38, UK 10, and it fits perfectly. Next up, we have the second piece of knitwear that I bought. This is a much lighter piece of knitwear, so this is very appropriate for spring. This is a wool cotton blend, one of my favourite blends. It's super soft, super comfortable. There's no itch, and I think the fit is really beautiful. It's got this round scoop neck, and it's again in this beige colour. It's got lovely cuffs that come in, and then the sleeves are balloon sleeves, so they balloon out slightly, but nothing too dramatic. And other than that, it's just really simple. It's designed to be slightly more fitted. It does run a little bit big in my opinion. This is a size medium, however, and it fits me well. As you'll see on the try on clips, it's nothing crazy, but I think I probably could go down to small if I wanted to. So if you are going to buy this, I would potentially recommend going for your smaller size if you're between sizes. Other than that, I think it's beautiful. It's £65, which I think for a wool cotton blend is really reasonable. And again, I think the fit and the silhouette is really nice. I think And Other Stories are doing some really good things at the moment, and this is one of them. Okay, let's talk about denim now. I did order a couple of pairs of jeans. The main reason for this is I wanted a pair of lighter wash jeans, so either white or beige, ecru, that kind of vibe. And I saw And Other Stories had some, so I wanted to try them. So these are the Treasure Cut jeans. Now I already own a pair of the Treasure Cut jeans. I'm actually wearing them now. I've got them in the blue. It is the cropped version and I really love them. They're some of my most worn jeans. In fact, I would say they're probably my most worn pair of jeans. I've had them for about 1.5 years now and I still love them as much as the day I got them. I would really recommend them as a dupe for the Suzanne crop jeans because I think they're very similar. They're a high waist, wide leg cropped jean, but they have that little bit of stretch, so I find they're a lot better for people who have curves, have hips, and I know the Suzanne crop jeans just wouldn't work on me, and these are a really good alternative. They're also a lot more affordable as well. I think they're about £79 on And Other Stories. I got the exact same pair but in two different washes. I got the stark white pair and I got the ecru beigey pair. I tried them both on. I've decided for me that the white definitely suits me better. Again, I don't really think I suit this colour as much as I love it, but if you're more warm toned, you could go for this beige colour. It is really pretty, or you can go just for the regular white. They're both the same. They both fit the same as the blue pair. I got mine in a size 30 and they fit me really well, so I would say they're pretty true to size. They just have that little bit of stretch, which means that they fit much better than 100% organic cotton jeans, which just tend to not fit me at all. Okay, this piece is actually a piece that I've owned for a few months now, but I wanted to include it because it still is available on the And Other Stories website, and they also have it in a beige colour. If you like this beige colour, they have this jacket in that, and I think it's really lovely. I've been wearing this more now, it's springtime. I didn't wear it throughout the winter, but I've been cracking this out now, and it's just a really good casual jacket. It's quite oversized, but you can really cinch in at the waist, and I just like the look of it. It's definitely a dupe for a totem jacket, which is about 3 times the price. So if you've had your eye on that jacket, I would really recommend going to And Other Stories for this one instead. It's 100% cotton. The lining is also cotton, so it's super breathable. You're not going to get too hot in it. And I just think it's really well made for a cargo style jacket. I like that it's baggy, but it also has that cinch at the waist, so it doesn't feel too overwhelming. So yeah, I will link this one down below as well. Okay, and finally we have a couple of accessories. So I ordered a couple of belts because these two belts particularly caught my eye on the website. The first one I absolutely love. It's this brown tan thin belt with this equestrian style buckle. It's really simple, so it buckles at the back, it fastens at the back, and you've got a few different options for what size you can wear it on. And then this bit just sits at the front, and I really love how minimal it is, how simple it is. It's very reminiscent of the designer brands that are doing belts like this at the moment, like the Celine belt, the Loewe belt, the old Gucci belt, but this one is a little bit more refined and simple, I think, and I don't think it's going to date or look too trendy like those designer monogrammed belts often do. I think this one is really timeless, and it's never going to look out of place. So yeah, I really like this one. I think it's also really similar to a belt that Rouge do, if I'm not mistaken, which no doubt is a lot more expensive. So this is 100% leather with this metal fastening, and it's only £45, which I think is a really good deal. I've been wearing this loads already, and that's a real testament to it, because I'm usually not a belt person at all. I really struggle to want to wear belts because I just find them a bit of a faff, a little bit uncomfortable. But I think because this one is so thin and so delicate and it doesn't have a proper buckle, it's a lot more comfortable to wear, but it just adds a little bit of elevation to an outfit. The second belt I bought was this braided white belt. I thought this was really nice, really neutral, would be really good for spring, summer. I do really like it. I have styled it up in one of the outfit reels, which I will show you, but unfortunately it's a little big for me. I've got it on the smallest hole and I would like it a little bit tighter, so I got mine in a size medium. Again, this one was also £45, so I think really reasonable. It's pretty much 100% leather, but yeah, I would need a small in this, so I might decide on if I want to get the small or if I don't actually need this, because I do really like the brown one. But I would definitely recommend it if you're looking for a cream belt. This would look lovely with so many different outfits in spring, summer. And again, it's quite simple because the buckle is all leather. It's only got this little bit of gold here. It's quite understated and quite elegant and a little bit more timeless and chic perhaps than something with a big gold or silver buckle. Okay, and finally I did order a pair of shoes. These are definitely on trend at the moment and I really wanted a pair, so I decided to order the And Other Stories pair because they're a little bit more affordable than some of the other brands that I've seen doing these style of shoes. So these are them. So they're a Mary Jane ballet flat kind of hybrid. Obviously these are really popular at the moment, both the ballet flats and the ones with the strap on that are more like a Mary Jane. These are really lovely. They are 100% leather. They're £95. I will say they run very true to size. I got mine in a UK 5, European 38, and they fit me perfectly. So if you do order these, go true to size. They are really nice and I would definitely consider keeping them. If you wear a lot of black, then I think these are a really good shoe option. And again, they are on trend. Like, these are very, you see these all over Pinterest, Instagram at the moment, but they're also a classic, right? They're a ballet flat. Ballet flats are always and will always be in style to a certain extent, even if they're having a moment right now. So I do think if you want to invest in a trend, investing in a trend that is also kind of a classic is a good way to go. So I would recommend these. I think I haven't worn them out, but they do feel very comfortable to wear trying them on. And as I said, they are true to size. I'm not going to keep them because I've really just decided that black shoes are not for me. I wear a lot of lighter tones. I wear a lot of brown accessories like brown bags and belts, and I just think black looks a little bit heavy. So I'm going to look for a pair of Mary Jane ballet flats in a brown or a white, I think, instead. But if you are a black wearer, I would recommend these. And that is it. I kind of speeded through those, I think, but I hope you enjoyed seeing these. I hope you enjoyed seeing them on me as well, and let me know which your favourite pieces are down below if you would consider buying any of these, what's on your spring wish list. I want to know all of those things. I feel like I've been a bit MIA on this channel recently, but life's been pretty busy. As I said, we went to Amsterdam, but now it's spring. I feel more motivated to make lots of spring content for you. So do subscribe if you're not already, and like this video if you want to see similar ones to this as well. I'll also leave some videos on the screen if you would like to continue watching some more of my content, some more spring inspiration. Otherwise, I will see you very soon in my next video.